guys, welcome to the color phase. So the color phase, I had it from the start. It was one, other than temperature, which happens all the time anyway. I was getting impressions, real world impressions and all that sort of stuff of temp. I'm getting everything of colors too. So you write down the colors. Colors for me in the early days, pretty much I got all the colors in the rainbow. The way I used to do it is I'd close my eyes and just watch colors bleed into my vision space. And early days, probe, what kind of colors? Cool. And I just watch colors, multitudes of colors bleed into my vision, and I'd write them all down. And I did that from the start. Now colors changed from bleeding everything to just bleeding the colors of the target. So it improved. So when I usually probe now, this is where I'm at currently, is when I probe the target or the ideogram, I sort of only get the colors of the target that I'm probing, which is different to before, where I was getting the colors of the probe and every other color with it. That's cool. As long as my colors showed up, I was thinking, yay, it's sort of working. But now, when I probe for colors, most of the time, only the colors of the target show up. And that's it. Now, I'm going through a change at the moment with what I see in my vision is the colors are now taking shape. Not all of them, but sometimes I get objects with colors now. If I do, I'll try and remember them. I don't know what I'm going through, but I think I'm going through a change, and I think I need to record my colors with the shape that they represent. So what's been happening lately is I've been getting colors show up, but they seem to be in a pattern or an object shape of an object. And now I think I have to record my colors, not only the color that's showing up, but also the shape. So I'll be doing shapes and then probably putting the color in it. Lately, they haven't been reflective of the target. So I've had colors in my recent targets, which have been like yellow streaks, like little yellow lightnings and red lightnings and blue lightnings. Now the target did have red, yellow, blue, but it was all yellow with blue and red polka dots. There's no ziggy zaggy. So I don't know if my visual ability is just trying to make sense of the target, or it's just something else that I have to deal with and figure out going forward what it's going to change into. So at this stage, I'm at a stage where I'm getting forms in my colors, or I'm getting designs with my colors. So I have to change my process to include those, and I'm not sure what those forms are taking shape of. Not the object, maybe the action or the movement. I don't know. But it's exciting to see that some of these basic senses are changing into something else, which means to me that it's improving. And, you know, let's keep going. Advance it, advance it, advance it. Don't stop. So the color phases for me. So early days, color everything. Nowadays, forms and colors. Which the colors are good, but the forms still have to figure out. So what have I got? Yeah, and that's it for the colors side of things. They're just sort of taking form. I don't know what else it would phase into or change into, transform into something else. What I do have is a favorite game that I'm now playing to help advance my colors. So the game I play is guess the card, state the card. We don't guess an RV. Guessing to me sounds rude. It's sort of like, well, no, I had intention and this is what I believe. So state the card. So a friend of mine, Dave, reckons he's got some sort of record to guess how many cards in a row. Like, pick a card, try and figure out what it is, boom. I have only done one. So what I did was I made up a game where I pick a card, either on the bus, anywhere. I'll pick a card, I'll carry a deck of cards with me, and I'll put it in front of me. And what I'll do is I have 4 questions to ask of it. Actually, I have 4 questions to ask of it. Those 4 questions are: colour. So I use the colour technique from my remote viewing session for that first part. I close my eyes and I watch what colours bleed out, red or black. The second question I ask it is shape. So obviously I'm looking for the suit or the shape of the suit. So I capture any visuals that actually come through that moment. So on my card, my first one, so this is a book that I bought. It's got 102 pages, and whenever I have a chance to guess a card, state a card, I'll just pick up a card, put it in front of me, and I'll ask these 4 questions. So shape and suit, or just shape. And the third question, so in the shape, I usually get triangles, or I might get hearts. I might get sort of in-betweens of clubs and spades and different orientations. Or I get points, I get shown top of the shape. Third question I ask it after I record all the shapes that I get given, like the impressions I get back. I ask for a symbol. That's number 3. Now, a symbol can be of the character, of like the number, or the king, queen, ace, whatever, those characters, or it can be an extension of the shape. So if the shape isn't so clear, symbol will usually clear it up. It's sort of like a shape plus 2, or shape times 2. And the last question, so let me see what shape, I'll give you an example of a shape. So here, we've got the red or black, the shape I got a triangle shape. The symbol I got looked like a club, I got 3 circles. So symbol, 3 circles, okay, cool. And what's this? Oh, the last one is the number. So I put a hash there as the number. And I'm looking specifically for the character or the number of the card. What usually happens is if it's a number, it'll put those shapes and I'll go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. But if it's like a king, queen, it'll show a character of some kind that might make me push in that direction, right? It's queen, it's king, blah, blah, blah. All right, so this guy here is the number. So this example, it felt like a big fat circle with something hanging out the side. So big fat circle with a doodle. I don't know. It looks like a doodle. Anyway, so what I do is I have an analysis section, where I go, okay, I summarize all this. Oh, look, I'm going to call it Queen of Clubs. And then I reveal 10 of clubs. So that's my new game for colours. Actually, it's an extension of colours because I want to take the colours and move them into the shapes Maybe that's why my colours are taking shape. I didn't really click there. All right. So anyway, that's my 5-minute game that I play with remote viewing. So either I play that on the bus or the train or at home, or I take a break from work and I grab a card out and I just lead them through the 4 questions. Now, before I bought this book, I used to write them everywhere. But at the moment, I've got about 12 filled out. And it's not all successful, it's not all great. I get some really bad ones, I get some really good ones. But you learn from the non-hits. I don't know, I hate saying non-hits. It's sort of like the wrong ones. They're not wrong. You just haven't figured it out yet. Alright, so that's colours, guys. Let's go with the next one. Anyway, so from the colours phase, we go to smell. I'll see you over at smell.